Hobbs. I'm a commercial lender with Centennial Bank in Pensacola.
To find out where you should live, you should follow the commercial money.
Without the commercial and the industrial keeping it afloat, it's just a dying city. So
Now, I do have business owners that may keep more of their business, their assets, and their income in the business, so
Sure.
they're not paying payroll tax on it.
Yeah.
So they're only paying themselves a marginal salary.
CJ, we get to share a pour today with a very special guest. Michael, please introduce yourself.
Well, I am Michael Hobbs. I'm a commercial lender with Centennial Bank in Pensacola. Longtime resident of this area since 2008. And, yeah, wife, kids, dog, all the things.
Love that. And obviously, you're a lover of bourbon as well.
I am a lover of
what are
bourbon.
we drinking today, Matt?
Yep, we allowed Michael to pick, and he picked 1792.
Yeah, small
right?
batch. Yeah.
Yep.
Great choice.
I actually have never had this before,
What do
so
you
this is going to be my first taste.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Normally we taste it, give it a rating on a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's smooth.
I'll let y'all go first.
Oh, that's good. Go ahead, Matt.
I like that a lot. It's it coats the tongue very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
If I was sick, I could make a hot toddy out of this for sure.
100%. It's probably not up there with my favorites, but I'm gonna give it like a 7.2.
I actually really like that. I'm gonna go 8.5.
Wow, that's a good
okay,
score.
that's
For,
strong.
Yeah,
that's a
I
good
actually,
score for
I
CJ.
actually really like this.
It's probably a 7 for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a great, like if you wanted to drink that every day, you would never get tired. Like
We
it's
have-
just an everyday.
Right. We have one up there that I definitely like a little bit more than this, which is the Four Roses.
It's also a good choice.
Yeah. But this is very nice.
Yes.
I
This
think
is
I
very,
may
very nice.
add this to my daily rotation.
Yeah, you should.
I really like this. Good choice.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
Do what I can.
Well, listen, we don't sell strip malls or anything like that, but to find out where you should live, you should follow the commercial money. How is the commercial real estate game looking in Pensacola right now, or in the Panhandle in general? Do you see a lot of big things coming our way?
In conversations with people, I don't finance a lot of big things coming our way out of the market. A lot of that ends up, they already have their money before they get to this market. But they are bringing money to the market.
Right.
It's just not my bank's money doing that all the time. But there's a lot of stuff coming to the market. There's a lot of stuff happening in the market. I know the residential world is kind of slow right now, but the commercial world, I'm busy. People haven't slowed down.
That's good.
Rates aren't don't
Yeah.
affect them as much because they just build it into the overall cost. But
Of course.
business is good.
What are you busy doing at the moment? What are you seeing on your guys' side?
I got a little bit of everything going right now. Working capital lines of credit.
Yep.
Owner-occupied commercial real estate purchases.
Nice.
Residential, people buying residential investment properties.
Of course.
So a little bit of everything right now.
Yeah, those lines of credit just helps cash flow for our area, right? It's just
Correct, yeah.
capital for owners to continue to pour into our area.
Yeah.
Are you seeing one part of town or our general area being a little more busy than the other?
No, I like the residential investment stuff I have going is all in the downtown
Of course.
area.
Yep.
As you're slowly starting to see it, I'm doing a duplex right now, a little farther west
Yep.
Pensacola. But this investment stuff's all downtown.
Yep.
The true business stuff is kind of all over the place.
Yeah, and with the downtown Pensacola, we're seeing downtown now expand further because it's getting more and more popular as all these thousands of people come to our area. They want to live downtown.
Yeah.
So
I want to live downtown.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that makes sense. So it's good to see. I think it's good for our overall area as Pensacola to see the money continue to come in on the commercial side because we can have hundreds of thousands of residents, but without the commercial and the industrial keeping it afloat, it's just a dying city. So it's nice to hear for a change that commercial's thriving essentially.
Yeah. There's no shortage of it right now. It's
Of course, which is good because we got a lot going on for it to potentially have a shortage.
For a while, people were uncertain on, I think, economy, what rates we're going to do. I think
course.
that's settled a lot. So now people are like, okay, we got to pull the trigger.
Yep.
Can't sit
Now or never.
forever.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, finally making the decision.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on, and this may be outside of the scope of your lending portion, but what do you think of, like when we hear of the Hard Rock building downtown, they're building a ginormous hotel. What are your thoughts on that?
yeah, I think I think it's good. I think any growth like that is generally good for the area.
Yeah.
If it's done right.
Of course.
If it fits within the parameters of what the downtown's trying to be.
Right.
You know, I think if it gives more room for more people to come downtown and spend their money in Pensacola, then it does nothing but good things essentially.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's a win-win for everybody.
You'll find people that are, you know, point out the cons.
Of course.
You know, but
Yeah.
I think overall it's a
most
positive.
people just don't like change
Yep.
for the most part,
Yeah.
right? But I do think growth like that is essential for Pensacola to grow in general.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're just going to have people move here, and it's going to get stagnant.
Right.
And it's probably going to become a dump
Right.
if we don't have good infrastructure and better quality anything coming to Pensacola.
I think
right?
it's a testament to Pensacola that the developers for that project even want to do a Hard Rock hotel.
Yeah.
Downtown
Yeah.
Pensacola, man.
Yeah.
It's a fairly large flagship hotel.
It's a huge name.
I mean, for it to be downtown Pensacola is a big deal, I think.
Yeah, 100%. And just to go into a little bit more of your background, you say that you don't deal with the larger things that are coming to Pensacola. What's more of the side that you're seeing commercial wise? Is it mom and pop shops?
Yeah,
Is
most
it-
of my stuff are local borrowers. They're borrowing, you know, commercial real estate deals. They're borrowing low end, but be 350,000 upwards to 3 or 4 million. So that's kind of the sweet spot, and that's overall for this market. That's like 90% of what happens in this market. You know, we do a lot of, at my bank, we do a lot of hotel financing. So I've looked at some $25, $30 million hotel deals, but those are kind of outliers. Most everything I do is in that, I would say probably really 350 to probably $2 million range.
Cool.
So.
Cool. I like that a lot. And then one of the things that we can see with self-employed individuals in our line of work is that tax returns can mean everything to them being able to get in the lending space to
Right.
be able to finance for their home. Is that along the same lines as what you see whenever it comes to commercial stuff?
Yeah, I mean, tax returns are still, like, so every deal we underwrite, we're going to ask for 3 years tax returns. So a lot of our clients, their tax returns for 25 are going to get extended to October. So if we're doing a loan now, we're looking at 22 through 24, but then we need your profit and loss statement, your balance sheet, you know, all those other items.
Yeah.
And some businesses, small businesses especially, some of those people have it together and some of those people don't. And it makes it
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
dealt with
definitely
some of
see
them.
that. Yeah.
And the reason I ask that is
Yeah.
because there's a lot of people that we deal with who we can't help because the way that they do their taxes is they write everything off, right?
Yeah, they show
Whenever it
no-
comes
no
down
income.
to it, it looks like they're not making any money. Is that essentially the same way you're looking at it, or is it because you're getting some of this extra information like profit and loss and everything like that that you don't? It doesn't necessarily matter if they're writing everything off.
It depends on your definition of write-off, and a lot of people have different definitions of write-off.
Sure.
You know, if you're depreciating assets, then that's money I can add back from a cash flow perspective. So
course.
if you're doing it that way, you know, I have a client that last year he had purchased a lot of equipment. His income for his business was zero, but he had $300,000 in depreciation. So that we added that back.
Yeah.
Now, if you're expensing things and you're like going out and buying TVs and groceries, you know, if you're
Which is
if
what
you're
we
expensing-
typically
Yeah, we
see.
see
Yeah.
them expensing
then that
everything.
money's that's cash out of your business, cash flow,
Correct.
and you can't do anything with that. So
Yep.
I always say you either want to, and those people are doing that because they don't want to pay taxes.
That's right.
Correct,
That's what
yeah.
we see.
You either want
Yes.
to borrow money or you don't want to pay taxes.
Yeah.
Yep. And you can't do
100%.
You
both.
can't do both.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the immediate thing when people say they're self-employed to us is, "Oh my God, do you show income?"
right. And the answer's probably no.
90% of the time, it's no.
No, I do have business owners that may keep more of their business, their assets, and their income in the business, so
Sure.
they're not paying payroll tax on it.
Yeah.
So they're only paying themselves a marginal salary, and that's where it matters when we're looking at the business. You know, we look at the business, the individual, and then the business and the individual together, and it all has to work. But you know, for us, if you're keeping assets and cash in your business and not in your personal name, it doesn't affect me because I'm still looking at the business.
Yeah, 100%.
And you have to look at the business and the personal,
Right.
and verify, you know, that they're true borrowers. But do you see? Is there a difference of like the business is strong, but then their personal side is a disaster? Can you still make things work that way?
Not always.
Okay.
You know, there's borrowers that have, their business is good.
Yeah.
Maybe they've had some other side deals or something that goes bad on their personal, so their credit score is not where we need it, or they've had a collection.
Right.
You know, that you can mitigate everything, but some things
You can't.
just get to a point where okay, there's too much hair.
Yeah.
On this one, so
Yeah, we see the craziest things when it comes to lending. So that's why we always try to make sure when we deal with people that the lending situated first before we even think to talk about houses.
Oh, yeah.
Because they think and assume I've made $500,000 this year.
Right.
Cool. But is that really the case?
Yeah. No.
Yes, that's never the case.
Or
That's
they've gotten a
exactly right.
pre-qual letter from a
Oh,
lender,
yeah.
and it literally is not worth the paper it's printed on.
Literally, yeah.
And we see a lot of the times that people think that looking at a house is everything about purchasing a house, when in reality it's not even close to being the most important thing to do.
Right.
With the investment, the commercial investments that you're doing for the residential houses, tell me how that works as far as, can we accelerate depreciation for anything that they're purchasing to increase the value of the house? Tell us a little bit more about how that exactly works
if
on the
you're-
lending side.
Yeah, so if you're purchasing a property to either improve and flip or improve and keep, as long as those improvements add real value to the property. If you're putting up, if you want to borrow an extra $5,000 to put a wall up,
Yeah, that's not going to do anything.
Right, but if you're overall changing, if you're doing something in the kitchen, if
Yep.
you're adding bathrooms, renovating, and it's going to improve the overall value of the house, then yes, we can figure out a way, most situations,
Yeah.
to finance that. Otherwise, we're just financing your purchase.
Yep.
You're putting 25% into it in general, and we're financing your acquisition of that property.
And then you can finance the necessary repairs to flip it or to improve it to keep, right?
Yeah, so if you're buying a house and it needs a roof, you want to redo the bathroom and the kitchen to make it, and it's going to be an additional $50,000, then we'll finance that in, do a closed-end line of credit for the construction piece, and then at the end it'll perm out into permanent financing.
And then do you guys have the appraisal to go off of? How does that work to get the value of the property?
Yeah, so in the commercial world, and I don't know if it's the same in residential, in commercial world, appraisals are a blind bid process.
Okay.
So we send it out for bid, and we get two to three blind bids back, and then we choose based on return time and cost.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't know the appraiser
Right,
that's
you have
doing
no
it.
idea
Same thing on our
until
side.
it's awarded.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then you get that appraisal back.
Yep.
And I mean, it's a real appraisal.
Okay.
Now, are there times where I have to argue with the appraiser?
Of
and
course,
think-
same.
I mean, I just did it this week where
And you
get
gotta
the
submit
appraisal
the
back.
comps.
Yes, and you're like, this makes no sense.
Yeah.
And you go and you do all your work now to find comps. Because the goal is, one, the goal is to lend money,
Correct.
and two, the goal is to get the borrower the money they need.
Right. Yeah, the end goal's the same on
Right.
both of our sides.
Yeah. So yes, I do argue with appraiser, but it is a real appraisal. And then if it's an improvement on the property, they'll factor that in as a completed appraisal.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's where I didn't know how they get the value of what the return's going to be for your guys' side for the extra money. So that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually what I was just going through. Still under contract, still working with it. But I'm currently, it's a zoned residential, but we had to go commercial for the loan.
Right.
Because it's 6 units on one piece of land.
So it's out of multifamily. So multifamily is one,
Correct.
or multifamily is four, or once you get over 4 units.
Yep.
Quadplex is
Yeah.
1 to 4.
Yep.
Once you get over, you got to deal with.
Yeah, and this one is 2 duplexes and 2 single-family residences on one piece of property that's being used as like an Airbnb complex, essentially. Right?
That's an interesting property.
It is a very interesting property. And I learned about the little appraisal bid thing because we had 2 that came back. They were both the same price. One was 19 days to get back and one was 16 days to get back.
Yeah.
And it just so happens like typically you would see that normally you're going for the one that comes back quicker.
Right.
We didn't do that because he's also going through a lot of stuff in his personal life where he needs it to, kind of be as close to the closing date as possible
Right.
for everything to be done. So he actually picked the 19 days, which
Yeah.
was interesting. But
Usually everybody chooses the cheapest and the shortest.
Yep.
yeah.
That is not always the best idea.
Yeah. So I was going to
always
ask
the
you
best
about that.
idea.
What kind of, are you normally seeing like duplexes, triplexes, quadplexes whenever it comes to the residential side of things when people are coming for commercial?
It's a little bit of both. Right now I have just traditional single family homes.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing a duplex spec construction. So they're going to build a duplex
Yeah.
and then sell it. So they're not holding it long term. So I see duplexes and both. I don't see a lot of quadplexes. It's mostly duplexes and just traditional single family.
And is there any benefit to purchasing this through commercial or as a business rather than just going through just purchasing it yourself?
There may be tax benefits to it. I'm not a CPA, so you'd have to ask
Yeah.
your CPA. There may be some tax benefits there. A lot of times on the secondary market, I'm not sure. A lot of times once you get outside of owning a certain number of rental properties, then you kind of forced into the commercial. But I don't know that there's a true advantage of going. I would actually say if you're buying investment property and you can do it on the consumer side, the terms are almost always going to be better. You're going to be able to get a longer term maturity. Almost all commercial deals will be a 5-year balloon.
Gotcha.
Whereas you can get a much longer maturity, and the rate's generally lower on investments on the consumer side.
Gotcha.
From what I've heard, I think the only like true differences is the down payment, the capital get into it can be a little bit different.
Yeah, like we're going to be, if you're buying an investment property for us, you're going to be at minimum 25%.
Yep.
I don't know what it is on the other world.
It can range. Yeah, it all ranges.
I know there's a lot of consumer people, DSCR loans.
Yep.
I know that was a big, that's on
I've
the
heard of
commercial
those, yeah.
world. Everything we do is debt service coverage ratio. I mean, that's how we don't do debt to income. We do
Right.
debt service coverage ratio.
Yep, with the DSCR.
So when that became kind of a popular thing, my phone started ringing because
Yep.
people saw it on TikTok.
It got
and
big on
and I'm like,
TikTok.
oh my
It got
God.
real big on
Yes.
TikTok.
They're
I
like,
know.
here's how you make
Like,
all
bro,
this
This
money.
is not how this works.
Yeah.
Well,
you
funny
know?
enough, the one listing I had last year, it sold to somebody who was doing DSCR loan. Yeah.
And it's, I mean,
And it's an
we
investment.
have a DSCR loan on the consumer side. It's honestly a great product.
Yeah.
I know Kevin, who we know, I think
Yeah.
they have a pretty good product.
Yeah,
but,
they do.
It's got to fit. There's a lot of boxes that it has to
Yeah.
fit in.
Yeah, and it's got to rent, and it's got to you got to have a whole bunch of like back end work on it to make sense. But on the social media side, it got big on TikTok because people were saying you don't have to qualify as an individual.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like,
Right.
Sort of. but
yeah,
Yeah.
Technically, you know, I guess because it just has to cover the rent, but you know,
But you
somebody's
still-
got to qualify for the
you
loan.
still have to qualify
Yeah,
as an
yeah. Correct.
individual.
Those-
That doesn't really change.
Yeah,
Those loans
exactly.
make me nervous because if you're only qualifying on the property,
Correct.
and that I don't know what kind of vacancy rate they build into that, but if it sits vacant, say for some reason it's sat vacant for 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
And the borrower
That
can't
person's
float
toast.
It,
Yeah.
I mean, then you're
yeah.
done.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's foreclosure.
so when we underwrite that,
Yeah.
I do a property specific analysis.
Of course.
Them globally all together,
Yeah.
and it all has to work.
Of course.
The property can't not cash flow, and
Yeah.
it's got to all work.
Yeah, on the consumer side, they don't think that they have to qualify or have money enough for the vacancies. They're just like, oh, the property can rent out. We're good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but then you've got to search for a tenant and get a tenant
Right, yeah,
in
there's
there.
a whole
Like,
it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're
even
hope-
when we underwrite for people that they manage their own property,
Mm-hmm.
we still build when we do analysis, we build in a property management rate
smart.
because
Yeah.
what if it turns out they can't and they need somebody to do that?
That's
So-
also very likely that happens.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
So conservative is the way to go in general.
Yeah, cool. And as far as these like mom and pop shops, or maybe talk about the investment side of things, do you see specific locations within the Panhandle that are targeted more when people are coming to you, or is it kind of spread out?
I would say it's all over the place. You know, for me, I try to focus on Santa Rosa, Escambia County, some into Okaloosa, not a lot.
Yeah.
You know, outside of Santa Rosa, Escambia, Crestview, there's a lot going on in Crestview.
Yeah.
I've had some conversations recently about some deals up there, but most of what I do is Santa Rosa and Escambia. If you look at Santa Rosa specifically, not deals I'm financing, but like their industrial park, what the county's doing
Yep.
to bring people in is they've done a fantastic job. And I think you look at Escambia, what's going on at the port.
Yep.
You know, I think that once you see those kind of activity, that drives a lot more, not Fortune 100 companies, but it drives a lot more people to come to the area to start their business or
Yeah.
relocate their business.
Yeah, and then it
those
gets
kind
the
of things.
eyeballs, right, for
Yeah.
the bigger fish.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my gosh, this place is expanding.
Right.
Maybe we should consider it.
Yeah, and we have an airport that has access to, you know, now we have direct flights to a lot of cities. Accessibility is great, so
Yeah. And
all
they're-
that stuff goes hand in hand. So, but in my general area, Santa Rosa, Escambia, property, I mean, it can be all over. It depends on what your needs are.
Correct.
Do you need visibility? Do you not need visibility? What
Right.
exactly you're trying to do?
Go ahead.
Let's talk the Pace area because you reside in Pace, right?
Yep, I do.
The traffic's terrible over there.
Man, traffic is relative to, you know,
Yeah.
if I lived in Atlanta,
Yeah, of course.
traffic's terrible.
I just
Pace-
hate.
I mean, what's annoying is, I don't get on Facebook, but yesterday I posted, I'm trying to go home. I'm trying to get to soccer practice because I'm the soccer coach for my 8-year-old's team, and we're doing construction on West Princefield Road.
Yep, that's
Yep.
the
Okay,
worst.
That's the road I live
Yep,
on. So I've been annoyed with that already.
I got caught up by that yesterday. Too.
8 months for a roundabout.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's really
I'm not
not
an
needed.
engineer,
Yeah,
but it seems ridiculous.
seems ridiculous.
Palafox is going to be done in 5 months.
Yeah.
So
Tell me how that works.
And then
yeah.
I'm going down Chumuckla. I'm like, okay, I'll go down Chumuckla. Guess what? construction. I'm like, can we choose
Yeah.
just one road?
One at a time.
One
At a
road
time.
that goes north at a time. Just
Yeah.
one. That's all I'm asking.
I
So-
bring up that area because it seems like with the traffic concerns, I don't see like it being needed as the infrastructure, like on the roads they're doing the construction on.
Yeah,
It's
I mean-
like not the best, heaviest road that
I
we
will
could
say West Spencerfield Roundabout. I'm pretty again. People don't like change.
Sure.
People are fired up about this roundabout.
Well, people hate roundabouts. They don't know how to drive. They don't know how to
children are
work
going to
it.
die because it's
Yeah.
near the high school and they don't know. I'm like, you literally just get in and I mean,
You just follow traffic.
Yes.
Roundabout is literally the best thing.
I know. I
that
love
there
it.
is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I sit at that stop sign every day to go one.
Yeah.
One.
And then as you're
Yep.
sitting, it just keeps backing
yes.
up.
I'm
Yeah.
like roundabout. You just
Yeah, you
It's
just go.
the worst.
Yeah.
But people are losing their minds over that. So
Yeah.
it'll be fine. But yes, I just saw where they're looking to the county is awarding some property to the state to widen Highway 90 in downtown Milton.
See, that's needed.
Yeah.
Now
Yes.
that I
Yeah,
agree
but that
with.
is going to be
Yeah.
a project.
That is
But-
going to be a nightmare. I would hate to be on that
But-
project.
But back to your point about traffic, yes, compared to 20 years ago, traffic is terrible.
Of course.
Compared to Atlanta or these
Of
bigger
cour-
areas.
then it's nothing at all.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's.
I'd,
be patient for an extra 5 minutes.
Right.
And you'll get
People
where you're-
don't have patience. I've told this story before, but I've had this client recently this year that closed, moved from worked at the Pentagon,
Okay.
and lived in the Maryland area,
Yeah.
and drove like 3 hours round trip to and from work.
Probably like 15 miles.
And yeah, literally it was. And I'm like, we complain about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's the same thing in our state, just further
sure.
down south.
Yeah.
I have people from Miami who are like, you think 30 minutes is a long drive? It would take me 2 hours to get to my house, and that's within 5 miles of it.
That's
wild. I would never.
Yeah.
I would just walk.
The people
at
that
point.
relocate here
It's
don't
crazy.
complain about the traffic.
Never.
It's
Yeah,
not,
no, no,
it's,
no,
not-
no.
locals.
it's the people that have
It's
been
the
here
locals.
for 20 years.
Yeah.
And like,
100%.
hate the traffic.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's interesting. When I owned a business in Pace, I'd never complained. I wanted as many people
Of
to move
course.
there as possible.
Yep.
Now I sold my business. I'm like, man, I wish.
Nah.
Stop moving here,
Yes.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah, my pace is on the up and up. That's
Yeah.
where people want to
We
be.
love Pace.
So,
I mean, we won't move until our kids are out of school and grown, and then we'll be on the water or downtown. But
Of course.
um,
What
you
do you see as far as the Pace area, in the next few years, as far as what they could possibly bring to Pace? Because Pace has always been like a slower. You move the Pace for the schools. There's really not much to do. You have the sports.
there's no. I mean, there's tons of fast food. It's missing we got Longhorns. That's a big deal.
Yeah, that's a
Somewhere to
huge
eat.
deal. Yeah.
But there's not a ton of. There's a lot of franchise.
Correct.
Most of them are non-locally owned
Yeah.
stuff. It's amazing that the locally owned stuff that tries to open,
they don't
it
last.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
you know?
I don't
outside of
understand
the
it.
couple of food trucks that
Yeah,
work
I mean,
out
it's,
there. Yeah.
it's very interesting. But I think eventually you'll see some more of that local
Mm-hmm.
people doing some stuff. I mean, they're talking about trying to build a hockey rink in Pace.
Yeah,
That
that's.
would be sick.
I mean, it would. I didn't realize how many kids played hockey in this area. but
There must be a need.
It's-
I didn't think so. I didn't think it was
I
that
didn't see
popular.
that. I didn't
Everybody-
see that one coming. But
Everybody grows up watching the Ice Flyers.
Yeah.
Of course, we
I
got
guess,
some hockey
yes.
players around here.
and I guess we're getting more and more people
Yeah, correct.
coming here
From the north.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I
amount.
think Pace needs probably some more family type activities.
I
mean, there's
agree.
Oops Alley out there, but
course.
that's
That's
kind of
it.
That's
Yeah.
that's
That's
the
it.
one
I mean,
thing I
that's-
was going to bring up. I was going to be like, "What do you mean? We have Oops Alley."
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, but that's
it's
it.
really
yeah,
all
but
it
that's
is.
it. I mean, I would be in favor of like maybe a couple more sit down restaurants.
Sure.
Like nice,
nicer, a little more upscale.
yeah, not Olive Garden. I
Yeah.
mean, people want Olive Garden. I'm like, okay,
We
Well,
just
we don't
talked
need
about
Olive
that.
Garden.
Yes,
Yeah,
like
no,
a couple
no.
weeks ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Something
we don't
like-
need that.
you know,
Literally anything.
yes. I mean,
Yeah.
there's
We're not asking for much here. Just literally anything.
But my wife and I, so I drive down. My office is downtown Pensacola, so it's 35 minutes from my house to downtown Pensacola.
Yep.
My daughter does PLT. We're down here all the time. So my wife and I, if we want to eat something nice, we don't have a problem going across the bridge.
Right.
Get in a car, we drive 30 minutes, we eat a good meal, we go home. So I'm perfectly fine with not like fancy. Like,
Of course.
we don't need Global Grill in place.
Right.
But something a little more sit down would be nice. But people don't want to go across the bridge.
No, they hate it. With
Some of our
the
friends,
traffic.
they're like, y'all are going downtown to eat? I'm like,
Yeah. Well, they act like it's hours
30
away.
minutes, man.
It's
Like-
30
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah.
Well, it's not as bad anymore now that the construction's pretty much
Yes.
done. It was
Oh,
really
on the
bad.
on the
Yes.
flats or
Yes.
whatever you call that area.
Yeah,
but that's
I just
another,
call it the bridge. Like, I know it's technically not all one bridge, but it's
the
just
bridge.
a bridge.
but that's another
the
argument
bridge
you can
part.
have with people from Santa Rosa County if you want
yeah.
to on what you call that area.
100%. Yeah.
So-
It's just a bridge to me. I mean, it's all the bridge. Whatever.
I call it the flats. I don't know if that's right or not.
I'm going to
just-
start calling it
I call
flats
P
now.
Ridge Pace. So I mean, you know,
P Ridge is Pace.
nope. It's
Oh,
not.
no. The people from P Ridge are.
Dude, it's
they-
Pace.
You have a
Oh, they're like the breezers, bro. They're
Well,
like, it's P
just
Ridge.
it's just like technically to me, Pace is also Milton.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
it's not
There's
much
a fine
different.
line.
He's about
But
to, yeah.
but
Yeah.
people
They're
will,
gonna put a hit out on you.
People will hate that take
Yes.
for,
Yeah,
sure.
for
I
sure.
know they will.
Pace is not Milton.
Yeah.
But do you know how many times I
Milton's
get?
not
Do you know how I live in Pace? Do you know how many times I get mail that says Milton on it?
All the time.
All
Our
the
zip
time.
code is still technically Milton.
Yeah.
Because it's Milton.
Right.
It's technically Milton.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
get it.
brother, but it's not.
We're not a city.
Yeah.
I get that
You're a
Pace
community.
it has a lot of love, and I have a lot of love for Pace, but get over this whole thing about Pace is not Milton because it technically is Milton.
Pace is a great commuter.
Yes.
Like suburb. I don't know. It's not a suburb. I wouldn't call it a suburb, but
It's a
Yeah.
community.
you know,
Yeah.
I don't think Pensacola is big enough to have a suburb.
No,
but
not at all.
It's
Yeah.
It's
a
just a
great
little
community.
small town.
We moved out there for the school districts originally.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what a lot of people do.
What I've come to realize is the school districts don't matter as much if you have a student that is capable. I mean,
Correct.
Correct.
I think it matters, but
Yeah.
if you have a kid that's driven and smart, the
They're
school
going to
district-
make it work.
I would
Yeah.
never have made that decision again, knowing now
Right.
where to live based on a school district.
Yeah, 100%. I can agree with that. Well, before we start to wrap things up with this one, maybe you can tell us one thing that you absolutely love about living here in the Panhandle, and then the opposite of that. What's one thing that you can't stand about living here?
I love hearing what people don't like about the area.
Yeah.
I'm going to be truthful. I don't even know if I have a list of things I don't like about the area.
Yeah?
Honestly,
I love that.
like I
Yeah.
really, I mean,
I'm with you.
when we moved here, I mean, you know, I'm from South Alabama. We lived in South Carolina before we came here. We could have moved anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, to find a job.
right.
We didn't move here on purpose, but once we got here, we're like, wow.
You'll never leave.
I mean, think about this. So in Pace, I can drive 30 minutes and be at the beach on
Yep.
some of the prettiest beaches
Yep.
anywhere.
Yep.
I can go 15 to 20 minutes north, be in the middle of a 10,000 square foot cotton field if I want to hunt, fish.
Yep.
We have freshwater fishing. We have saltwater fishing. I mean,
Something for everybody.
there's outdoors, there's indoor. I mean, I don't know what. I don't pay income tax.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what else you.
I don't know why people hate
I don't
the
know what
area.
people. I don't know what the boxes are for people. But if you don't like this area, I don't understand.
It's
it.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I constantly say that we live where others vacation,
Yeah.
and I truly mean it. Like, it's if people come here because of the beauty, then you should live here, honestly.
Yeah, like we love the beach. We don't go to the beach as much as we should because
It's crowded.
well, we had a boat, and once you go to the beach on boat,
Oh,
that's
you don't go-
completely-
you don't go by
Yes.
car.
So then
Yeah.
I sold our boat. We're boatless right now, so
Yeah.
so we don't go to the beach as much as we should. But I love the beach. I love the people. I think even the people that move here kind of assimilate into the. I mean, this is Lower Alabama. I mean, this
Yeah,
is southern. I
essentially,
mean, it's
yeah.
So people moving here somewhat assimilate to that
Correct.
southern
Yeah.
charm, that southern
People
lifestyle.
are nice.
So yeah.
People have manners.
Yes.
Yeah.
So-
people aren't rude and just that stare you as you're walking
I just
downtown.
couldn't. You know, I had a college roommate. He was from Pennsylvania.
Yep.
And he didn't understand why I would meet somebody on the sidewalk and just say, "How you doing?"
Yep.
No idea who they are.
Yeah.
Just he's
Yep.
like, "Why do you do that?" I'm like,
Why don't you
I
do
don't,
that?
I don't know. So,
Yeah. Right.
but most people that move here assimilate to that. So, I can't think of a lot that I don't like about the area.
Good deal.
There's plenty that I do really, really enjoy.
Yeah, I'm with you. 'Cause that's why I love hearing people's cons because I don't think there are any. Like I could go on and on.
I mean, you could find. I mean, you
Yes,
could,
of
you
course.
could complain about.
Oh, we've
the-
talked about a couple of them.
You could complain about the local political,
Yeah, of
you know,
course.
politics, but you choose a city in
Yeah.
America.
Everybody's going to
It's
have
gonna be
it.
the
I
same.
mean, in
It's
the
gonna be
grand
the same
scheme
thing.
of
Yes.
things, outside of us growing and the traffic and the like real pain points, there are really no cons about the area. Like
Yeah.
the weather's great, whatever you're into, there's something to do.
Yeah.
Like you can always find something to do throughout the entire year.
Yeah.
We have something going on
All the time.
every month.
There's always a festival. or
Always.
There's, we have the Wahoos, we have
Yeah.
the Ice Flyers.
Yeah.
And there's constantly something to do. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Michael, it's been awesome talking with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plug yourself a little bit. How can people find you?
He doesn't
or-
want to be found.
or even
oh,
if,
I need to be found.
or even if you want to kind of like just do a quick pitch of what the perfect client might look like for you. let the people hear it.
Yeah, no. So again, I'm with Centennial Bank. My office is downtown Pensacola on Tarragona and Garden.
Yep.
Yeah. So right on the corner. But yeah, so I deal with business clients of all sizes. My client, as cliche as it sounds, is one who values relationship. I've owned a small business. I know what it means to try to operate your business, grow your business, and then something comes up and you're trying to deal with, oh my gosh, I need to open a new checking account, or oh my gosh, I need to borrow this money. Clients text me after 5 o'clock and I respond. It's not what I want to hang my hat on, but I understand the pain points of owning a business, and I want to help people that need a relationship like that. So.
Gotcha. Well, if you're looking to open your own business or even start investing in any certain way, DM us the word boss, and we got a guy, we got a roadmap, we can get it over to you. And until then, if you want to hear something else, like, subscribe, comment, and until next time.
We'll yap you later.